Hi everybody, welcome back to the Beraban. This is the site, this is the showroom, this is where we've met before.
Yep.
This is a very, very good client of ours, first person into the actual Beraban. And now you're here again. I just want to bring him on camera right now because this is a very, very big part of our process, is mapping out the client or the investor journey, right? The investor journey. And so, Urik, welcome to the podcast, mate.
Great to be
Isn't it?
here. Good to be back in Bali again.
It is. The 30th time, right?
Yeah, 30.
Time.
Yeah.
What keeps you coming back?
Love the place, the people. Yeah. Everything, the food, the restaurants. Yeah. The accommodation.
Yeah, right. So 30 times, what's changed in 30 times? What's changed in Bali?
Wow. Good question, actually. Nothing, it's still the same. Well, there's a lot more development, obviously, but the people haven't changed. All the good things haven't changed.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're here now with your family at the moment. So how long have you been in Bali this time?
About 9 days so far.
9 days.
Yeah.
How much longer planned?
Another 9 days.
Another 9 days.
Oh, actually, another 12 days, sorry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And they all love it. So how many generations are here in your family already?
Grandchildren, children, myself, and we've got some friends as well.
Yeah. And friends, you all go to the same place, or you sort of meet up at different times, or is it?
Yeah, we basically go to the same place, but occasionally, someone might want to go somewhere else, but but basically we like to stay together.
Yeah. So it's interesting, when the Beraban came into the hands of myself as a project that we were going to consider for our investors, I looked at it immediately and I thought, wow, I've got to get my hands on this. I've got to get my hands on this for my investors. And your testimony to exactly how on point I was with that judgment, right? You were the first person that I contacted back when I didn't have too many of the marketing materials, but I did have a very good sixth sense of, first of all, when you know the location, right? But when I mentioned that to you, you were judging between the Nusa Dua area and anything else, right?
Yeah. Nusa Dua, Uluwatu.
Yeah.
They're all good areas in their own right.
Yeah. And then I dropped on, hey, what do you think about Seminyak? I've got something that's incredibly interesting for investors in Seminyak. Give me your first thoughts on that, because this was the first call. This was the first call.
That was something that I knew my wife would agree with me, so we're on the same page because we both love Seminyak.
Yeah.
And I knew that she would prefer Seminyak as well. So first thing I asked was, where is it located? And then when I saw where it was, straight away, it got my interest straight away.
We jumped on a Zoom and I sort of showed you the locations.
Yeah.
And you know everything around here, right? Like I've
been here enough times.
Yeah, so have thousands and thousands or even millions of Australians. They come to Seminyak all the time. It's obviously an international hotspot here in Seminyak for many reasons. It's not just the nightlife, it's not just the people, it's not just the beaches. It's a mix of all of that, and it just keeps getting better and better and better. Do you find that things have, obviously the iconic places are still here, but there's more and more stuff happening, right?
Yeah, I think since COVID, things have changed, obviously, because some places weren't able to hold on, but the iconic places still have, which is great. And if you just have a look around, you can see what's going on, the development. And there's new places popping up as well. So it's great.
So as the first person to actually go, Mark, I want not just one, but two. And I was like, okay, I would do the same if I was in your situation. I would do the same. In fact, I'm actually in this building as an investor myself, and so is Gionet, and so is, by all good purposes, the developer. The developer's keeping 10 of the apartments himself. Was also maintaining an incredible hold on his first management and operations company, with incredible updates to come with the people that are involved and all of the upgrades that you've just been made aware of. So it's been, would you say it's been a year? It's been more than a year? It's almost.
I think it's just over a year.
Just over a year. Yeah. You're the first person in, right? So you're looking at our website.
Yeah.
You're looking at me.
Yes.
You're looking at the Zooms, and you're looking at your bank, and you're going, I like Seminyak, but I don't know this guy or anything else as much as you obviously do now.
Yes.
Give me your background on, or give me the due diligence process that you put us through behind, because I know that you opened every email
Yep.
100 times. I know that you opened every link at least 100 times. But in the background, what was chirping? What were the voices saying?
Look, obviously I've bought and sold a lot of property in Australia before, but never in Indonesia or in Bali.
Yeah.
So there's always that little bit of, wanting to know everything and, have a few little doubts. But all those doubts were dispelled after a short amount of time, and communication's been fantastic with yourself. And we just things seem to be getting better and better. Even the little tweaks, the design, it's better, you know. And it's been really good. All the little things. Obviously, I've been watching the webinars and stuff like that, and I think it's just fantastic how everything's communicated to all the investors.
Yeah, and I think that you were probably the first person to actually tell me during the course that what we've been doing online has really been as much of a help as we were hoping it would be for investors to keep in contact with us or to keep an understanding of what we're all about and what our partners are all about, what our network in Australia is all about, those that help you get finance across the line, to equity release, to pay with your self-managed super fund, etc. All of these different podcasts came out. Were we hitting the mark? Are there any sort of topics that you thought were really interesting?
Oh, not for myself, but just for other investors. For example, being able to use equity in Australia to borrow here. I thought fantastic. Not that I did, but for a lot of younger people, obviously it's a fantastic thing. Obviously, the way things have progressed, the management of the whole place, how the design we see here now is a little bit dated now, and everything's been upgraded. And made so much better from the original design, which I thought was
great.
Good.
It was
good,
it
but it is
value
so much,
for money then. But
it's so much better.
There's been no extra cost to you to get it to a standard where it's going to be head and shoulders above everything in this area. Head and shoulders.
Yeah.
Loads more facilities.
Yeah.
A much better experience as a guest, right?
Oh, it's just a classical building now. Yeah, it's a classical building, and the addition of the rooftop bar I think is fantastic.
Yeah. Big kids club that's coming in. Actually, your grandkids are going to enjoy that. They won't be tearing up the inside of your investment property. That's a good thing.
After this holiday, it's very important.
Yes.
Kids clubs, I can tell you. My daughter was very thankful for the kids club.
Yeah. Cool.
That's great.
But I do know that you were telling me about my rise to stardom on social media. So I know that you've been keeping on.
I've watched every one.
Rise to stardom. It's just nice to know that some of our investors are up to date with everything that we release. And I encourage you all to like and subscribe, obviously, not in a corny way, but we're doing this for you. And these types of testimonies, but also your journey is going to mirror that journey of another 5,000, 10,000 Aussies considering this exact type of investment over the next coming years while their investments and their equity in Australia isn't playing out the way that it should do. If you were to be in that situation, as you obviously you're nearing retirement now.
Yep.
How much of your investment strategy in property has given you the opportunity to a good retirement?
Oh, it's probably been everything. Superannuation and property investment in Australia. For people my age, we've been very lucky. Not so for the younger ones now. It's become more difficult, So we're a product of our generation in some ways. I think anyone that just bought an inner city property in Melbourne, say, 50 years ago, just
that's how you started?
Have lucked into it. Oh, yeah, basically.
Wow.
Yeah. Being from ethnic parents, obviously, you must buy a house.
Yeah, you must buy a house.
You must buy a house. Yeah,
and that
somewhere to live.
Treat.
And it was great,
Yeah,
great.
And you've done well. How many properties have you bought and sold over the course of your year?
A lot.
Really?
A lot, yeah.
Investment-wise or just homes? Just your own home, or
mainly just homes, upgrading homes. Upgrading homes, a couple of investment properties as well. Nothing major. Not a property guru, but just the basics.
Did your kids take the same values and invest at the right time?
Yeah. My daughter, we put her into a house. Obviously they took advantage of the first home buyer grants and that we had in Australia, and son-in-law did the same thing. Thought, my future wife's got a house, I need to buy a house. He bought a house.
Good. And luckily at the right time before all of this last, 10, 15 years has started to make it less and less and less possible.
Yep. Yeah.
Does it worry you that your grandchildren won't see the same opportunities like you guys did?
Yeah, most likely. Yeah. I think it's become harder for, our kids and their kids. It's just going to become more difficult.
More and more
I think,
difficult.
yeah. But look, I didn't even look at this as an investment proposition initially. It was just somewhere, we like Bali, the wife and I like it, wanted to retire. And then I started looking at it, watching the webinars, thinking, you know what, this is going to be a really good investment at the same time.
It's great. It's going to provide, maybe you don't need it in retirement, you've done well, you've done really, really well. And if you don't need the money, at least you're going to have an incredible income, which is going to be about 90 grand a year. It's not bad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's something I didn't even think about really, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. But this is generational wealth now.
Yeah.
Yep. This is generational
100%.
wealth.
Yep.
Yeah. When it comes to investing in Bali, do you think that what happened with obviously your interaction, you took a giant leap of faith, and we've had podcasts about taking the leap of faith. I don't want you to leap with faith. I want you to do your due diligence. I want you to work out who you want to work with. Be very, very careful who you work with. We've gone over and above what we believed was standard here, to where we've built a team now of accountants, and we've built a team of legal practitioners. We have them all in-house now. I want to make sure that, not just for you, but for everybody going forward in this project, that they have the same type of answers to the questions that you had. What were your main questions? What were the main questions?
Oh, obviously, like, I've taken a few sort of risks in my life. Yeah. Some have been good, some have been bad.
Really?
And it's the same thing of just wanted to know, is it really going to get built? That was my major thing.
Yeah. Who are you? Who are they?
Yeah. And as it's progressed, I've just become more and more confident, and there's things that you're offering now which I never even thought that you would be offering. It just keeps getting better and better. From quantity surveyors to people that can help you with your super, if you want to set up a self-managed fund and stuff like that. And just the way this is all going to be managed, it sounds really, really positive. Yeah.
We're actually now building offices just up the road. Our own offices are going to be just up the road in Seminyak. So essentially, the reason why we're making that investment is because people like Piyush, you guys can't see, who's come over from Australia and is also probably at the beginning of the phase that you're now almost a veteran at, having said that it's not operational yet. But for people like the two of you that come in here and many more to come, there's going to be a hub there, basically because you're going to be creating wealth, what to do with that wealth, how to create more wealth. And like a first investor, our investors that are in our projects now will get the first benefits or the first chance to lock in something that is coming online soon. And we do have some new developments, some very, very exciting developments coming on board. This one shall be up in record time. New developments in the building style or in the building process, which means that this developer is pioneering prefabrication of the structures of this building. We're going to see this one up out of the ground operational by Q3 of 2025, but there's a good chance that it will be earlier, seeing as how this is the first time that a prefabrication building of any kind in Bali has ever been done. So we're now going downstairs. The model that we've all been looking at and you've seen in other podcasts used to be just on the one floor. We're now going downstairs, and we've also got so we've got downstairs, car park basement, loads more facilities, lots more car spaces. But now the whole structure will be erected like a Lego set. Bang, 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 while they're digging. So stay tuned. This is going to be an absolute pioneering feat of efficiency and incredible investment for you to get in. Very, very quickly will you be receiving your operational income, and some are already receiving their interest paid during construction. Interest paid during construction is 8%, which means that if you are drawing out equity, or if you just need something to make sure that your money's safe here, you want to pull it out of Australia, we will help you and help you to understand that. I'd love to just leave it there, but thank you again for coming back and telling me this morning that you're in town, but really, really good to see you. Urik,
it's good to see you again,
a
Mark.
real pleasure.
Yeah,
thanks
thanks a lot.
for joining us, and we look forward to maybe having you in the same position. We'd love to interview you. What's your story? Maybe there's something unique that you're actually thinking about that could be different about your investment strategy. And I'm not saying that we know it all, but we deal with people every day that have a different investment strategy. We'd love to hear something that we could possibly help you with. You might as well lean into us. All of our services are at your disposal. You don't have to be an investor to get great advice. All right. Thank you very much.